Hi. Despite the cold arrival that has happened here in Maine, autumn's actually been really beautiful this year, and my family has been trying to be outside for as much of it as possible. Lately, we've been putting a lot of effort and attention into our gardens, and we've been planting bulbs and composting and working and adding soils and putting our beds to rest. And it's been wonderful to spend time together, to be outside, as well as the meaningful actions of knowing that these bulbs we're planting hopefully will be sending green shoots and flowers before too long, though knowing Maine, it will probably be quite a long time. Not to mention that the soils that we've been taking care of are going to be ready to plant seeds from which we rely on so much and are so grateful for our gardens that we tend to and get so much from. And it's reminded me of the power of metaphor, that you don't need me to tell you this, but it has a way of bringing experience to life. It adds vividry to our language. Not to mention, it helps us to deepen our connection and relatability to ourselves, to the world we're a part of, to the experiences we go through. And then we can use that language to better communicate with others, to share and deepen our connections with the people in our lives. Furthermore, metaphor is really generative for new ideas and insights, perspectives, mindsets, ways of thinking about these things that we're going through, that offers new context and understanding from which we not only have more awareness of where we are, but just as importantly, how can we move forward and engage in different and better ways that yields more meaningful results, the type of things that we want for ourselves and our communities and our planet. And so that's just nature generally, but I think there's something really specific about nature-based metaphors that are especially potent. One is they tie us into the larger story of belonging, to which we share this web wheel with all of life, that we are a part of nature, it is a part of us, we are nature. And so I think using these nature-based metaphors reminds us and influences us consciously and unconsciously of this deeper belonging and connectedness, the interrelatedness that we all share. Furthermore, by looking at the natural world and understanding how it works in these metaphors and symbols, we have some guidance and inspiration for how better to engage our lives, because the natural world has been evolving and thriving and healing and regenerating since the beginnings of time. And so if we understand how they do that, because our planet faces the very same context we do of complexity and change, uncertainty and interconnectedness. And so when we find that inspiration, we're more empowered moving forward, practically, psychologically, spiritually. I would call this psychospiritual biomimicry. And it's really the theme of our seasonal programming at the Eco-Psychology Initiative, is how can we look to the natural world's metaphors and teachings, principles and insights, and bring them into our lives and into our community, into our engagement with the planet, so that we can all thrive together and we all emerge in a better place. And so as part of our seasonal programming, we're really focusing on the psychospiritual biomimicry, and this includes nature metaphors. Our upcoming fireside chat on November 29th, it's a Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, is going to be all about nature metaphors. And we're going to incorporate nature metaphors into our upcoming psychological biomimicry training that we're calling Nature Knows the Way, because we think there's really something very symbolic and literal to our nature symbols and metaphors that we can really use in productive ways. And so we invite you to join us, to be part of the conversation. At the Eco-Psychology Initiative, we want to be a hive for community, to foster shared listening and learning and engagement about how the natural world can inspire and guide us to live better. And so we hope you'll join us to bring your questions, bring your experiences and your metaphors, so that we can all come together to have new ideas and ways of thinking about things, not only psychologically, but really practically as well, to get the meaningful outcomes that we all know that we're wanting. And whether, hopefully, like I said, you will join us for our upcoming training or fireside chats. And even if you're not, please, and trust that you are looking around at the natural world, and wherever you have deep relationship, find metaphors and symbols and insights that you can really practically incorporate into your life, because nature knows the way. And if we look and listen and learn from her, then we're all going to be better off. So while we all engage with this, I send my very best. I hope whatever season you might be in and wherever you are, things are going well. As always, nature knows the way.